there, so today we're going to be doing an empties video. When I first started my channel, I used to do a lot of empties videos, but I kind of stopped doing them. I didn't like having to have like a big bag full of stuff that I finished just like hanging around. I would just like throw everything away, obviously recycling, but I just figured, you know what, let's just not throw this away. Let's keep all this shit and I will tell everybody about what I thought of it. I used to love empties videos, but then I didn't, and I think it was really at that point that I stopped making them. But anyway, I just thought I would do one today. Why not tell you about some stuff I've used up. Most of this is like skincare, hair care related. I've got so much makeup, I don't really ever finish anything. Like, just being completely honest here, I don't really finish anything apart from foundations and primers. Like, I just tend to like rotate a lot of my makeup so that I use it all, so then I'm never hitting pan on anything ever. But anyway, let's just get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I've finished is a primer. This is by L'Oreal and it's the Blur Cream. So for me, this is a really good dupe of the Professional by Benefit. I didn't really like the Professional, to be honest, but I actually really like this. It works in the same way that the Professional works. It's quite a thick kind of primer, and it kind of fills in your pores, and it does give your skin like a blurred effect. I find that the texture of this is a little bit tricky to work with. It kind of, like, let's see if I can get any out and I'll show you what I mean. But oh, it's not working today, but some has come out. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's really strange. It comes out like a formed snake. It's bizarre, but it's also got a little bit of a colour to it as well, this, which is a little bit bizarre. Like, it doesn't provide coverage, it's just got a bit of a colour to it. It's an absolute dupe of the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, which I've also finished. I definitely prefer this one because I think it's easier to apply. I just always struggled a bit. I mean, I use the word struggled in the loosest possible sense of the word. I always just had a bit of a issue with like actually applying this for some reason, but this costs like £10 and the Urban Decay costs about, I don't know, like £20. I don't actually know. This is a tester that I got for £10. I really like this, and at some point when I've got some money, which I don't know when that point's going to be, but goddamn, I hope it's soon, I probably would repurchase the full size. I really like this. If you want a really superb, like skin smoothing, pore filling, just make your skin look better kind of primer, I definitely recommend this one. But if you, like me, don't have a lot of money, then I think the Nude Magique, oh my gosh, she's suddenly become French. I think this one is très bien. So it's au revoir from him and not au revoir from me because I've got the rest of the video to film. Okay, so next we have yet another primer. I seem to be going through primers at such a quick speed. This one is by L'Oreal again. I love L'Oreal. I love their hair stuff, I love their skincare, and I love their makeup. So this is the Lumi Magique base, and this is the Pure Light Primer. So if I can manage to get any out. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit left. You can see this one is very glowy. It's very dewy looking. If you look up in the dictionary, brightening base, you would see a picture of this guy. This is a really good kind of hydrating primer as well. Like, it doesn't really claim to be hydrating. I really like to use this on no makeup days because I feel like if you just use the tiniest amount, it can add like glow to your face. I'm always wanting to add glow to my face. It also works really nicely under makeup as well as a base. I do have oily skin as well, but I still love this. I don't have any problems with my face getting sweaty. So I would definitely say if you've got oily skin, like, don't be put off this. If you've got oily skin, you don't want to go for products that are gonna, you know, add a lot of radiance to your face, because your sweat does that by itself, you know what I mean? And you're thinking, oh my gosh, well, my face sweat has that covered. I do not need to add a product for that. Anyway, this is really pretty. Like, I really like it. That's the second little tube I bought, and I can see another tube somewhere in my future. Okay, so next we have a lipstick, and this is one of the L'Oreal Colour Riche Shine. I promise you, this is not sponsored by L'Oreal. I feel like every single product has been L'Oreal so far. This is one of their lipsticks, and it's in the shade Bay. This met a grisly end. Like, I'm a bit embarrassed to show you this, but it's basically been sat in one of my many bags, and it must have just like collected. Look, I know, I feel so embarrassed, guys, but I think it collected like bits of sweets, bits of biscuit, just things that have been living in my bag. It's just like attracted all those things. Isn't that disgusting, guys? Like, that's disgusting. I don't think it's even funny. I think it's just gross, like, right now. But yeah, I actually really like this lipstick, and it did introduce me to the Colour Riche Shine. I can't forget the Riche Shine. I can't say Colour Shine. Colour Riche Shine. It really introduced me to that whole line of lipsticks. To me, these are more like lip balms as opposed to lipsticks, because they're quite sheer, or the ones I've tried are quite sheer, but they're super, super moisturising. So for me, like, that's more lip balm. This one was in the shade Bay. I would swatch it for you, but like, I don't really want to do that to myself because it just looks absolutely minging right now. But this was really, really good, and I used it up in a matter of weeks. And you know what? I'm so happy to say au revoir to that one. Chuck it in the bin. Okay, so next we have a couple of dry shampoos. I feel like Empties videos should just be renamed all the dry shampoo I've gone through this month. I go through a lot of it, and I don't know how I live my life without dry shampoo. Like, I can't believe I even lived in a world where there was no dry shampoo. Forget mobile phones. Like, I'm glad I didn't have a mobile phone when I was a child or a teenager. But, oh my gosh, like, dry shampoo, this would have made my life so much easier when I was a teenager. So I've got two here. I've got one by Batiste Classic, and I've got one by Colab. I definitely prefer the Colab brand. Unfortunately, this one always seems to be a bit more expensive than Batiste, and I'm a cheap little fecker, so I always tend to go for a Batiste. There's nothing wrong with Batiste, it's just I think the scents of Colab much nicer. And also this one, which is called Unicorn Fragrance. What's a unicorn smell like? Unicorn Fragrance. Well, I don't... Is this what a unicorn smells like? Let's smell it. I can't smell it. I can't smell it again. Why can I not? I'll spray it on my hand. Okay, so, like, I don't think a unicorn's going to smell like that. I think a unicorn would smell like magic. And this, I mean, it smells really, really good, but I don't think a unicorn smells quite like that. Okay, so next we have a hair detangler. So, again, it's by fecking L'Oreal. I mean, how many products do I have by L'Oreal? Like, literally. But anyway, like, I really, really like this. I actually bought it for the boys. One of the boys' worst things to do is have their hair washed. And second to having their hair washed, it's having their hair brushed. So I bought this in the hopes it would make life a bit easier for us all. This is in the shade, what? It's not in the shade. It's called Super Pear, and it smells like some super ass pears. I ended up just using this on myself all the time, and I actually really, really liked it. It's got a beautiful like pear scent to it, and it really does help detangle your hair. Like, I don't know how it works. You know, when you do the first brush of the hair after washing it, that's never a fun time. Do you know what? I relate to the boys so much. This is actually really, really good if you've got kids or if you just have very tangly hair. Okay, so next we have a... I didn't know what it was then. I was like... So this is the So Totally Clean Deep Pore Cleanser Blender. I almost said blender. What is happening today? I do not know. This is by the brand Formula 10.0.6, which I don't really think is a very good name. Like, if it was something like Formula 10, okay, that's kind of catchy. It's got a ring to it. I could remember that. But Formula 10.0.6, that's asking a lot of consumers to remember that name. So I got this from Boots, and they also sell this brand on Beauty Bay. This is the second like bottle I got of this. It's a super strong cleanser, and I don't want to like it. Like, I remember the first time I used it, I felt like, oh, my skin had been burned off my face, because it's one of those super, like, it's got loads of alcohol in. Like, alcohol is the very first ingredient, which I know is terrible. Like, I've got hair on my lip. It's been there the entire fucking video, and it's doing my nuts in. Anyway, guys, so yeah, this alcohol is the first ingredient. That's all you need to know. It really, really makes your skin feel like super clean. And I think that's the reason why I like it, because I know it's not good for me, but like I really love it. It was like how I used to feel about vodka Red Bulls when I was at uni. I knew they weren't good for me, but I really, really liked them. And on a Saturday night, on occasion, I would even have a double vodka Red Bull because YOLO, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is a serious cleanser. It means business. If you're a fan of like a serious cleanser that will really strip your face of any makeup and any skin, then this would be one to go for. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it again, because I am aware that this probably is not the kindest thing to put on my skin, but sometimes my skin is bad and it needs telling off, and then I go in with this. Show it who's boss. Okay, so next we have the It Cosmetics CC Cream. I feel like this is one of the most hyped products ever. I know loads of people love it, and the reason why I bought it was because loads of people love it, and I just thought I have to try this. So eventually It Cosmetics came to Selfridges here in the UK, and I just bit the bullet and got it, expecting so much. Unfortunately for me, I did not like this at all. I found that it was so like sticky on my face. No matter how much I set it, it would never seem to set. It didn't really even look that good. Like, I wouldn't have minded if it was like sticky, but it looked radiant and it made my skin look healthy and glowy, but that wasn't the case. It was just fucking sticky. Really wanted to like this, but I just didn't. I definitely will not be repurchasing this. I believe that they are bringing out a matte version of this, so I may give that a go. It would be really good for me to like this. It's got 50 SPF. It's got anti-aging hydrating serum. It's a colour correcting full coverage cream. Do you know what? I didn't think this was full coverage. Like medium, like not full. But anyway, guys, unfortunately, will not be repurchasing that bad boy. So next we have a product which is now all over my hands. But this is the coconut milk by the OGX hair brand. OGX are currently one of my favourite hair brands. They use a lot of like organic, natural ingredients, which I'm a huge fan of. She says that after, you know, discussing putting alcohol on her face. Yeah, I really like this brand. This product in particular was brilliant. I have very dry, weak, brittle, just all around crap hair. But I would apply the, oh Shania, I'm losing things, oh my gosh. So I would apply this after washing my hair, or even like just like on the daily, just pop a little bit on the ends, and I really did find that it added so much shine. It made my hair feel soft. Complete opposite experience that I had with this skin burning cleanser. I actually feel like this was just giving my hair a really good experience, you know. Okay, so next we have a product by the Ordinary brand. I have actually been quite impressed with a lot of the products I've tried by the Ordinary brand, with the fecking exception of their foundations. I've tried both of their foundations, both fecking awful. The worst foundations that I've ever tried, but I do think the skincare is really, really good. So this is the salicylic acid. It's the 2% one. I find that this is so effective at drying up spots. This is the second bottle that I've gone through, and I remember when I ran out of the first one, I could not repurchase it fast enough, because I've never experienced any product that has dried up spots quite so quickly, and I'll definitely be repurchasing this again. It costs like just over £5, which is super reasonable for such a great product. The only thing that I would definitely say is salicylic acid is a very harsh chemical, and you must be careful. Like, if you're using it to put on a spot, just use the tiniest amount and definitely get it just right on the spot. I made the mistake one time of, I don't know what was going on in my life. I was just having a super wild day, and I ended up like, I don't know why, but I must have spread it like all over my face. Not all over my face, just all over one side of my face. And oh my gosh, my face was burning, like burning. So just be very careful with this. Don't use too much, and only use it on the spot. I'm sure everybody knows that. So it's, you know this, and you're just thinking, Amwyn, how could you be such a fool to use it all over your cheek? I mean, really. Okay, and the last product we have is by Essence. I don't know why this is in here. Like, why are you even in here? There's loads of product left. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you do get a lot of product. Look at that, guys. I think the reason why it's in the bag though is because it's kind of crap. I just lost the will to live with it and just chucked it in my empties bag, which doubles up as a bin. So yeah, I think that's kind of what happens. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please, could you let me know? Do you enjoy empties videos? Is this something you would like to see again or not really? You can tell me the truth. I promise I won't be offended. I'm just looking for some feedback because I only want to make videos that you want to watch, of course. So anyway, guys, just let me know down below and I will see you in the next video. Let me know down below and I'll see you in the next video. She is rhyming today. Bye, guys.